So I like to do meditation. It's something new for me. But I think when you have like a hectic schedule sometimes, meditation, it really center you. Here, it's a perfect spot to do yoga because I'm very stiff. So I would love to do yoga. And also I do a lot of boxing. I like to do boxing and sport. Awesome. So I think that's my way to relax. And I also have to say it to be with my wife and my family. Exactly. If I don't say it, she's going to kill me.
Exactly. She remind you before.
Exactly. Right? Yeah, you see my phone is already shaking. You didn't speak about me.
Awesome.
I think sometimes, it's interesting because I had the licorice, flavor in my mouth when you're young in France, you have the licorice candies.
All right.
So I used to have the Haribo licorice candies. So sometimes, just the little things reminds you something. Yeah. So I had licorice the other day and it reminds me of my childhood actually. I think unforgettable meal was Georges V in Paris. The chef was Eric Briffard. And I was actually elected the Young Rising Talent. Okay. So I was supposed to go to actually the event and get my prize. And just to tell you what a beautiful, outstanding meal. But I tell you quick one thing. Yeah. I had a tide. And at the early meal, I make a big, I put sauce on my thigh. And 2 hours later, I had to go on stage.
All right.
So I was in the middle of the Georges V, 3 Michelin stars, and the waiter saw it. So he asked me to take out my thigh in the middle of the restaurant where I was eating with my clients. And I feel a bit awkward, but I take it off. I finished my meal. The thigh came back ready to put back with everything clean. So that was a top-notch experience, not only because of the thigh, but the whole experience, wine, food. And I think that was one of my most memorable meals I had. Actually, I had the chance to cook for Michael Jackson, in Cannes. So when I started 30 years ago, I was working in south of France, and every year we have the Festival de Cannes. And actually, you had Mariah Carey, you had Michael Jackson, and I remember one day Mariah Carey actually she asked a tomato risotto, and I did it for her, and she came in the kitchen. So I mean, it was a great memory. But that's
risotto from Mariah Carey.
Exactly.
Yes. Awesome, excellent.
Okay, I will give you two actually. One is spices, because I love spices. Yeah. I'm a chef who I'm French cooking, but I choose to take out a bit the butter and the cream to replace it by the spices flavor. And the second one is citrus family. I love the different citrus. You have calamansi, you have lime, kaffir lime, lemon, lime, Italian one. You have sudachi, wuzu. I mean, the skin and the fragrance of citrus is just unlimited. You have a lot of nice mandarin here and a lot of lemons as well. I just love it. It gives a very beautiful pop. Wow, there's quite a lot, but I will say that my pen, and this one is the one you expect the less. Now, I think, now working for 30 years in this industry, I think I will use my pen. And why I say this? Because it's more like I am the creative designer of all I do. All the dishes, all the recipe I do comes from here, and then we go to my pen. And then my team executes. And I think for me, I will say that that's now my new weapon in the kitchen.
That's my new knife. To be a title of the interview.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
All right.
Wow. Actually, there are quite a lot, but okay, I have to give it to Japan. I mean, Japan is like it's like an amazing journey. It's an amazing country which is very connected with France. And I think when I go to Tokyo, Fukuoka, I really love Fukuoka. Actually, hopefully I open in a restaurant this year, in the end of the year there. Okay. And I love Fukuoka for sure. Japan.
Right.
Okay. First of all, I'm not the one selecting, and I asked my master sommelier, Bertrand Luto. So I was talking about team is very important. Yeah. So I have built a team with all an expert in each field: service, pastry, wine, chocolate, and kitchen, of course. And Bertrand is the one who do that. But again, we have to be humble because, your taste in wine gonna be different than mine.
Right.
So I think I will say that the perfect wine pairing, it's always when you first analyze who is the client that you're facing off, what type of information you can get to make sure that you get what you like, and then you strike with the perfect wine pairing. Because, you know, if you and me, we see two different tables, if you give us the two wine pairing to us, you will perceive it differently than I do. So wine pairing is very subjective, but I think you need to try to understand what is the history of wine that the client likes, and then you strike with the perfect wine pairing. So I tell you, okay, I'm gonna tell you a surprising one, but okay, I think for me, I'm gonna go to the fragrance in the restaurant actually. So let me tell you this. So Mr. Robuchon, my mentor, actually did a study about what is the flavor we can put in the restaurant without affecting the food, you know, because you know your sense can be affected.
Of course.
And what will be? Do you know what is the answer? Okay, vanilla.
Vanilla.
Yeah, so actually he works with someone very knowledgeable, and actually the fragrance of vanilla actually enhance the flavor of the room without affecting your olfactive flavors.
And your
I think
taste too.
your taste too, exactly.